back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome to another TBR Bingo video. We are in our official TBR Bingo filming spot, so you know what time of the month it is. And of course, per usual, there's someone in the background doing dishes, so if you hear that, I apologize. I have no control. But I did want to sit down and film my TBR Bingo video. I love doing this video every single month, and if you have not seen a previous TBR Bingo video, I will leave a playlist down below to see the very first one. But basically how it works is I use a online generated bingo board to pick 5 or 4. The last couple of months it's only been 4, but it could be 5 books for which I have to prioritize for whichever month I'm choosing. So for the month of April, these will be the books that I have to put at the top of my TBR and get done, as well as provide a vlog for you reading those books. That being said, y'all, I see you in the comments wishing chaos upon me. If I get a double bingo, so if there is a bingo with a horizontal and a vertical that hits at the exact same time, I will be reading all of the books that are involved in that double bingo. But let's hope and pray that it's not this month, because surprisingly, I already have a small TBR, or relatively small for my TBRs, but I'm hoping I don't get a double bingo in this one, because I just want an easy month. I want an easy month, and I'm hoping that TBR Bingo will grace me with that privilege for the month of April. So crossing my fingers it works out, but without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so they have changed up their format a little bit since the last time I used this, so if it looks different, it wasn't my doing. I'm just along for the ride. But I am excited to play for this month's TBR Bingo. I do have the 11-ish books that I had to read for the month of April already in here, and then the rest of them I generated on my own with books that I am currently interested in, books that are finishing up series, subscription box books that I want to read for this month. A lot of things went into it, but these are just books I'm excited about. So let's go ahead and play the game. As usual, I'm nervous, so let's do it. Okay, first and foremost, let us do the free space. I always forget to do the free space, so let's do the first call. We have The Lost Fisherman. That is not a book that's on my TBR, but it's a duology. So if I could read that book, I'd be done with that series, which the series epidemic is forever my problem. Next up, we have Faybound. Don't know where that is. Where is that? It's not on this bingo board. Oh, and there it is. There's one book that's not on this bingo board. I don't know which one it is, but they wouldn't let me only put 24, even though I had a free space. So whatever, it's fine. Faybound, another one that's not on my TBR, but I am really interested in it. Up next, we have Kid by Jessie Hall. I'm hoping that it'll show me what the bingo is at the end, because right now, those little spaces are getting covered up, and I'm not going to remember what's underneath. Then we have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Again, just a book I want to read. None of these have been books that are actually on my TBR so far, so love that. I love that for me. Then we have Locked Up Liars. I just recently did a try a chapter tag, and this one was at the top of my TBR priority list, so I would not be upset to get that one. Then we have Blitz by Devney Perry. Again, not on my TBR for this month. I'm getting nervous, but that is the second book in a series that has recently been published. So if I can catch up with that series, I would be immensely happy. Then we have Funny Feelings by Tara DeWitt. That one is the book club pick for the month of April for the Swoony readers. So I already have that on my TBR, and I would be more than happy to have that on my bingo list. So let's see. Forget Me Not, another one that I do need to read this month, so that's perfect. And it's a subscription box book, so if I can knock those out, I will not be disappointed. Then we have Mr. Fixer-Upper by Lucy Score. I have read a Lucy Score every single month so far in 2024, so I wanted to keep the trend going of reading a Lucy Score every month, so that's the one I picked. Then we have Dirty Dom, and I do actually have to read this one. So again, not upset. We're getting close to a bingo. If we get Keeper by Amy Dawes, we will have a bingo. But that one's also not on my TBR, so we'll see. Hawk by Jessie Hall. Obviously I already picked Kid. That is the second book in that series, or connected standalones, I'm not sure. Foxglove. We're getting so close to a bingo. That's another book in a series. The third book has not been released yet, but I want to catch up. I'm nervous. Crimson River by Devney Perry, the next book in that series that I need to read. Do we have a bingo yet? I'm always afraid that I'm gonna miss it. Not yet, but so close. Glimmers of You by Catherine Cowles. I'm scared. I'm really scared. Is there any way I can get a double bingo? As of right now, no. Let's cross my fingers that doesn't change. But that is that was Shadows of You. I'm sorry, not Glimmers of You. That's the 4th book in the series. There's the bingo. Oh my god, that's so freaking scary. Cruel Seduction. by, what's her name? Katie Robert, the next book in that series. And that one is actually on my TBR. But I have a lot of books that aren't currently on my TBR that I now have to read. So let's talk about it. All right, so for the 4th month in a row, we got a bingo using a free space. Maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. Maybe TBR Bingo loves me. I don't know what the circumstances are, but I'm not going to complain because that means I only have to prioritize 4 books. That being said, only one of them is actually on my TBR. I love this for me. So let's add 3 more books to the TBR that I was hoping and praying that wouldn't be the case, but it's okay. We're just gonna live, laugh, love through it. The first one is Hawk by Jessie Hall, the first book in this standalone situation. I don't think on Goodreads they're tagged as a series, but I know that you meet Kid in Hawk. So I've heard nothing but good things about Hawk in and of itself. Nikki started it last month and didn't finish it, so I'm curious to see what she's going to think of it because we both loved That Sick Love by Jessie Hall, so I'm curious to see if she's going to love this one just as much, but I'm nervous. I'm also excited. I really don't know the synopsis of this one. On the top of here it says, wreck me, shatter me, destroy me, but be the ruin in me. I don't care. Just make me feel again. Woo! That sounds like it's going to be really good. I like Jessie Hall's writing. I like how dark she gets in her writing. And I know this is going to be one that at the very least is going to keep me on the edge of my seat. So we shall see. Then we have Cruel Seduction by Katie Robert, the one and only book that is actually on my TBR for this month. The 4th book, I don't know, in the Dark Olympus series following Aphrodite and Hephaestus. So we shall see. I'm excited about this one. I am really excited to catch up with the series and hopefully I love it as much as I've loved the rest of the books in the series. It's finally time for me to read Foxglove by Adeline Grace, the 2nd book in the Belladonna series. I really loved Belladonna and I have been putting off Foxglove for no particular reason other than the fact that I've just not been in a fantasy mood and I haven't had the wanting to desire to pick it up, but recently it's been staring at me. It's been calling to me. It says, girl, read me now. So I'm excited that TBR Bingo picked it. I didn't need any extra pages on my TBR, but you know what? Hopefully I like it as much as the second one. Nikki and Karina read it and loved it, so I have high hopes. And then the last book that I don't actually own, but I do plan on purchasing because I do own the first book in the series, and that is Blitz by Daphne Perry, the 2nd book in the Treasure State? Yeah, maybe. Treasure State series, something like that. They're both sports romances. The first one I really enjoyed. The first one was actually gifted to me from Dana, so thank you so much, Dana, for getting me into that series. I'm excited to get around to book 2 and hopefully I love it. So I'm excited. I know it's football. That's all I know. I don't know the tropes. I don't know anything else, but I'm very excited to finally get around to this one. Daphne Perry has been pushing this book on her Instagram a ton and I have been so excited for it. So those are the books that I'm supposed to be reading for TBR Bingo. That being said, all of the books that I pulled and put on my TBR Bingo were books that I had a priority for the month of April. So I'm not upset about any of these. Sad that I don't actually own Blitz because it'd be perfect to put this on the stack, but I am excited to get you guys a vlog because I feel like I have a lot of different things to show you in that vlog. We have a fantasy romance, we have a retelling, we have a dark romance, and then we have a sports romance that is usually small town. I believe if it's set in the same city, it's small town. So I feel like this is like the perfect vlog sitting right here, a collection of things that aren't all the same but somehow still fit into all of my reading tastes. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. If you have read any of the books I talked about today, feel free to let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the new changes for the TBR Bingo game. Not that I had anything to do with it, but I would love to hear your thoughts on it. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a checkmark emoji for the bingo. I don't think there's any other bingo emojis. If you can think of one, feel free to leave it. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and of course leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!